Tell me about OpenSocial.
What people can do on OpenSocial is pretty easy. They can create their own space / app codelessly in 5 minutes. Twitter is like a public swimming pool. It relies on network effect and everyone is in the public swimming pool. But we think that Web3 should have like a private swimming pool. We want to create like exclusive spaces for people who like you.
So what's the vision?
I think that everyone can have their app. So you can go to a conference, turn on your iPhone and say that, hey, this is my app. When people click inside, it's like your own space. We got like 2 different products. One is called eSpace. The other one is called vSpace. Why there are a lot of like Web3 social applications coming out in this cycle?
Why does it have to be decentralized?
Because you need to own your own data.
We are in Thailand with Global Blockchain Show, and today I'm with Sean from OpenSocial.
Hi.
Thanks for joining me.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
How has been the conference here so far?
I think people has like great energy here. Because the bull market is like finally coming back, Bitcoin reached all-time high. So I think people are so passionate and like with so much energy.
Yeah. Tell me, let's set the scene. Tell me about OpenSocial.
Yeah, so OpenSocial is a multi-chain social infrastructure. What people can do on OpenSocial is pretty easy. They can create their own space / app codelessly in 5 minutes. So for example, I'm a meme coin like contributor. So I can come to OpenSocial and build a meme coin community on chain in less than 5 minutes. And I can decorate and I can customize my own space. So we're kind of like Wix or Shopify, where you can like customize and create your own space, but we're like Web3. So besides like creating your own dApp, we integrate like multiple Web3 plugins. For example, like predictions or like DEX and lottery. Like it's all Web3 based. Yeah.
How are these integrations? How does it play out?
So you can choose like different features on OpenSocial and pick the one you like and just add it to your space. It's like so easy. Yeah.
Okay. How did you get this idea?
We actually tried different things, and I think this is we think that Web3 like space is so unique from like Web2, like Twitter. Like Twitter is like a public swimming pool that everyone is like relies on network effect and everyone is in the public swimming pool. But we think that Web3 should have like a private swimming pool. You only swim with your besties.
Okay.
Yeah. So we want to create like exclusive spaces for people who like you. Yeah.
So what year did you start?
This year.
You started this year?
Yeah, early. Yeah, we actually just announced our fundraise. Yeah, just recently, probably around like July. Yeah, second round of fundraise.
How much was it?
So in total we raised 11 million.
Okay.
And Framework Ventures and North Island Ventures led our last round.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So what's the vision? What's the ideal setup for this space? Like, what are you trying to accomplish long term?
Yeah. So long term, I think that everyone can have their app. So you can go to a conference and open, like turn on your iPhone and say that, hey, this is my app. Yeah. And when people click inside, it's like your own space and everything that's on chain. And it's all like all the data is decentralized and all the data belongs to you. And you can customize and decorate your own app in your own space. So it'll probably be like your name card, and only people who like you can join your space. Yeah.
I see. So it's similar to like social media, but the link in bio. And then how does this prediction the references you gave in the beginning, sort of, that's the part I don't understand maybe.
Yeah. So because so we got like 2 different products.
Okay.
One is called eSpace, and it's all about me. So it's for like author or like KOLs, KOCs. And
Okay.
the other one is called vSpace. So vSpace is more like interest-based like spaces. So you can choose like whatever you want, and we have like different plugins for these two criteria to choose. Yeah. So for example, I'm a huge NBA fan, and I will pick vSpace and pick prediction, so I can predict, will Golden State Warriors win today, stuff like that, and ask my fans to predict that. Yeah.
I see. So, I mean, you mentioned that Twitter relies on network effects. How do you begin to grow something like this?
So I think because a lot of users, they have their own a lot of KOLs or a lot of people who use Discord, they have their own exclusive community. A lot of stuff you don't chat on Twitter publicly, right? So I think there's a demand there, and people wants to set up like a very cool exclusive group, and that's so exclusive that all of your fans like needs to download your app or join you, follow you on chain to be part of your spaces or part of your community. Yeah. So I think that's something very special, because in Hong Kong, if you want to go to a golf club, you need to buy like exclusive membership. If you want to go to like China Club, you need to pay like super expensive membership fee. So that's what it has exist in Web2 or traditional for quite a long time, and we think that Web3 should have something like that too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can see some network effects on this as well. The member club setup and, the group chat. There's like obviously like word of mouth and there's many ways to grow a group chat, as you know. How did you go about growing your current users, or like how are you? It's active already? Like what stage are you at?
So right now there are a couple builders, ecosystem partners that are using OpenSocial Protocol to build their product, and because we're multi-chain, so one on Base, one on OPBNB, and one on Berachain, which will launch pretty soon, along with the mainnet.
Okay.
The app they build on Base, it's called Somon, and it's generating like 6% of daily transactions right now. Yeah. So and people likes like this kind of engagement because it's something that's not existed before. I think if I follow you, I need to follow you on chain. So it's an on-chain social graph, and all the data belongs to user themselves. So I think it's something that people use it, and right now we passed 100K daily active users, and most of them are in Asia. Yeah.
Oh, so it's Asia dominant.
Yeah, it's pretty much Asia dominant.
Okay. I was wondering how come I don't know about this, because I'm a huge user of, well, I knew about it, but I haven't like used it yet. So I'm like, something is wrong with me, because I'm strong on Forecaster and Lens. There's waves, like everything in crypto, you can't do everything at the same time. So there's waves of behavior.
Yeah.
And I think that's, from my perspective, I think that's something we have to embrace at this stage, where like everyone is constantly launching things, and you need people to be active, to test things, and the strongest will win, but also there will be more volume of people.
You should definitely test OpenSocial. Yeah.
No, for sure. What is something that gets like the users excited?
So right now, so OpenSocial apps on OpenSocial, it's kind of like experiment. We just want to test that all the social module, all the front end visual, and all the on-chain stuff is there. Yeah. So we're going to launch like OpenSocial's flagship product, which is eSpace and vSpace, later this month. So you can test that later. Yeah.
Really,
Is it
really
like
cool.
a spoiler or something? Nah.
Is it?
Nah, it's something we'll announce it like later. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, like, what in you made you want to build this? I'm thinking, were you interested in social? Were you interested in this like private group setup? Were you annoyed with social media? Where did it come from?
So I've been building social apps in Web2 since
Okay.
2013. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, and I was building live streaming product. So it's like something you see on TikTok. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And it's kind of like exclusive because it's live streamer to their audience, right? So the concept is kind of like what we're trying to build for eSpace. Yeah. So I've been building this for like 10 years now. Yeah.
Like different socials or just this specific one?
Different socials. So like I've built live streaming in Web2 and also like some fandom app, which is like for those fans to follow their idol and to know like their idol's schedule, and they can like go to airport and said, yeah, I don't know. I built app like that in China before. Yeah. So, and also I built like gift tipping protocol back in 2017. And it was a pretty huge ICO back then. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Were you like part of the team? Did you?
Yeah, I was part of the team. I was the project lead of the team.
Okay. Yeah. Any of these projects you founded, or this is your first founding experience?
So I was one of the founding team of Gifto. It was an ICO back in 2017. Okay. And I think it's Binance's first IEO project back in 2017, December time. Yeah.
You were early.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm curious because you see all these like social, there's been like a lot of approaches to social in the past couple of years, mostly. When you see other people doing social, do you see that they're doing it wrong? Because I feel like in many ways, like in Asia and I mean, thinking like TikTok and whatnot, like the applications here are way more advanced. They have like a stronger understanding of, like user behavior and what triggers time in app and all sort of things. Obviously, Lens and Forecaster have not been built here. Do you see obviously it's not going to work, or there's some issue there? There's like really, really stands out, or not really?
Yeah. So I think what Lens and Forecaster wanted to build is like a social network, like Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they want to build Twitter for Web3. And that's pretty hard because I think the timing has passed for that because it's hard to duplicate a Facebook or Instagram or Twitter for Web3. It's because that Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, the topic is much more general. It's not like Web3 focus. So if you go check on Forecaster and Lens, they're doing so good in Web3 topics. Yeah. It's hard to have network effect because like people who are interested in other topics, they're hard to participate in the thread and in the feed. So I think Forecaster, they can dominate Web3 network effect for sure because like people will go there, but probably in only in English speaking regions. Right. Yeah. So we kind of changed the mindset for that, and we think that's why I said that like we shouldn't create like a public swimming pool. We should create like private swimming pool. We should create like private spaces for people because we don't need we have Twitter already. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we can create like private swimming pool for Twitter, so it can be like a jacuzzi for Twitter.
Right.
Yeah. So
The way I see, like, when you say these private groups, the main thing that comes to mind is Telegram, that the majority uses anyways, at least within crypto. But like group chats in general have been like really popular for this private pool setup that you mentioned. So how is it different? How do you see like people using this more?
yeah. So first of all, we are not a group chat.
I know,
Yeah.
but the dynamic.
Yeah. So the dynamic is more like Substack actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can have like a much more deeper conversation between you and your fans. But if you like have a discussion with you and your fans in Telegram, like people don't see it anymore. Like a day later, because the feed is just probably too fast sometimes, right? So we're doing it in a probably in a Substack way, and we are adding a lot of like fun Web3 features on it, like lottery, like airdrop. So you can airdrop to your fans, and you can issue a space token, and you can have like a governance in your own space. And if your community wants like identity, they can download your app, right? So you can share the same app, and it can be on your iPhone, and people can buy your subscription too. So, and everything is on chain. And I think that's something Telegram, it's hard to provide right now, because it's not designed for Web3. Yeah.
It's really cool. It's a really cool concept. You must have like some big names there already. Who's
Yeah. So like Smokey and Shiram from Eigenlayer and Luca, they're all our like angel supporters. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have some like big supporters back there, and hopefully they can all join.
No.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, everyone watching should go check it out. How do you see the social space evolving? So, like, there's been like waves of trends, and with technology, obviously, we're able to do more than we were able to do before, such as like data storage, for example. Now we can do like a lot of video, like TikTok. What do you think is going to happen in the future? Do you have any?
So to be honest, why there are a lot of like social applications, Web3 social applications coming out in this cycle, it's because the gas fee are a lot more lower than last cycle. Yeah. So I think the Ethereum blob update really saves like make social happens in Web3. But like for decentralized data storage, I will say that we probably need to save a lot more cost to make videos happen. Yeah, because videos are kind of expensive to storage on chain or on like these decentralized data storage like IPFS or RIF right now. So probably needs to take a bit more time. Yeah.
One of the common questions on social is, why does it have to be decentralized? What do you usually answer to this?
I think why it's decentralized, it's because you need to own your own data. I think that's how like everyone will probably answer this question. I think that's super important. It's because like a lot of my friends, they like their Twitter is banned by no reasons. Their Discord is banned by no reasons. So I think it's super important to have a space where like you can talk or chat whatever you want inside, and that's something you cannot do on social media recently, like especially in like Chinese speaking regions, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and like you can't. Yeah, you can. I think it's okay to speak something like in chat, but like I don't post a lot of stuff on Chinese social media recently. Yeah, so it's because I think I will probably be detected or something.
Yeah, I know. I can imagine. This
Yeah.
concern has been growing like more globally. I think there's more people aware of
Yeah.
that what they post could get them exposed to some trouble in any way. So yeah, no, it's definitely like I mean, I obviously understand like why we should be decentralized, but it's a common question, and I don't think like the majority of the standard social media user outside of crypto fully understands it, and not sure like if they ever will like cares about their data so much. After like going through some conversations, it seems like this awareness of like that they're giving their data away needs to be more amplified.
I think they need a space for people who only like who care about them and who like them, right? So, for example, I'm a bit chubby, right? So if I post something on Instagram, and probably someone said, you're so fat, we're posting it on IG. Yeah,
You're definitely not.
Just an example.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think people are getting a lot of like negative feelings when they post on social medias. So only a few of them are like frequently posting. Most of the users they deserve like a smaller space for their friends and people who think like they're good, they're great, right? So that's a saying in Chinese. We said that like if people are united for a while, people will separate. So I think the social media kind of changed right now. Like before we have Facebook or Twitter, we used to have a lot of like forum that are like interest based or like and right now I think this trend kind of comes back again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think that this is only in Web3, it's everywhere. Yeah.
Is there anything exciting coming up for OpenSocial?
Yeah, we're going to launch our flagship product like later this month.
Okay, which is
vSpace and eSpace.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was out already.
No. We're testing all the social modules and all the smart contracts with 2 apps.
This is why I don't know about it.
Yeah. So we proved that like all of these are okay. Yeah, we need to do some experiment first. Yeah. So we're going to launch our flagship product later this month, and so
It's
everyone
exciting.
can come and create their own space.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
Send me.
I will send it to you.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Yeah.
For everyone watching, how can they find you?
You can come to OpenSocial.co and click create my space, and then you can like create everything on chain.
Perfect. Sean, thank you.
Yeah, and you can also find me through my Twitter. Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.